Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's Senior Estes. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I bumped my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager Young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat the Man in Motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today, Nation, we have a very special guest in the house from Troxel Sports. The man himself, Trox, is in the house to, talk some Detroit football. How you doing today, my guy?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody enjoyed that intro, because that boy was fire.
Right? Yeah, shout out to Kevin Estes, man. He did an awesome intro for me. I love it, man. I love it. It gets me some claims sometimes, but, we work that out. So how you doing, man? Tell everybody, about your channel and what you do over there.
Well, we do a bunch of live streams. We do Thursday night football. We do 3 games on Sunday. We do Monday night football. We also do basketball, college pros. We do college football during the bowl season. We do UFC, we do boxing. I mean, we do it all over here.
Yeah, man, the man of all sports, man. So, it is rough, 0-7, my guy. Were you expecting this, or this is a surprise to you?
In a way, we did kind of expect this, and then in a way, it kind of took us by shock because, I thought at least 5 wins. I mean, last year we won 5, so I mean,
all right. Hey, we're in the same boat over here. We're in the same boat. I was like, okay, let's erase last year because it did not happen. 4-12 is not the Eagles. Don't even think about that year going into this year, Eagle fan. And look at us now, 2-5 when we were 2-4-1 last year. It makes me feel real bad. It makes me real bad. I feel like, am I living deja vu again? But worse, this can't be happening, man. This can't be happening. What do you think are some of the struggles with your Detroit Lions over there?
The lack of talent. That one sticks out the most. We don't really have a whole lot, on defense. Offense, we like to go away from the run a lot. And, we don't have really no top receivers that are going to be able to, wow you. I mean, our team is consistent of TJ Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift, and that offensive line. Outside of that, offensively, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I'm a huge USC fan. I'm from Cali originally. So,
okay.
Ahmad St. Brown, that's my guy over there,
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he's not getting the ball. I picked him up in all my drafts, my fantasy draft, thinking, you guys don't have no receivers, so he must going to be the guy this year. And we haven't seen much of him at all. So what do you think the reason for that is?
A lot of that is probably on Jared Goff. I mean, he has guys that are wide open. I mean, he missed one to T.J. Hawkinson against the Rams, and that would have been for 6 points. And I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into that, and the lack of the run game as well. He can't, play action and get that going because Jared Goff. Come on, man.
Well, you're sad that Matthew Stafford left.
Yeah, I was sad. As far as that's 12, 13 years, that we had him. But then in the same way, I'm kind of glad that we got rid of him because now he could go out and get his true shine on that we all knew in Detroit that he was.
Yeah. Yeah, he is balling out there on Detroit. He got receivers. He got a defense, you know what I'm saying? He got a nice little run game going. Man, he's doing big things over there in Detroit. Were you happy for him? Or like the game last week? Were you kind of like, oh, at least Stafford won, that's my guy? Or were you like, beat Stafford, we need to make sure we beat Stafford?
Well, because we got draft picks on the line, I'm like, let's beat them. But, at the end of the day, I know that we're not going to get no high draft pick from them. It's probably going to be in the 25s to, 32, depending on, if he does win that Super Bowl or not. So it's like, in the same token, it's like, I'm glad that he did well. And, his press conference, he knew what we're going through, because he's kind of been through that. Not no 0-8, but he's been through like those trials and tribulations that we're going through right now.
Seasons and not winning. Yeah. Stafford knows about it.
Oh, yeah.
So who is a player on that roster right now that you still are like, at least we got, these players? Like, who are those players on that roster that you're like, we got something to build with, even though we're 0-7, what I'm saying? If we get a couple more pieces to this, we might be able to start winning some games.
First one that steps off the block right off rip is that number 7 overall pick, Penei Sewell. I told everybody, but as soon as that season ended, I said, I don't care. Let's go after either you trade up, trade down, do whatever it takes. Go get Penei Sewell. Well, Penei Sewell got past the Bengals and landed with the Detroit Lions. And I was just like, okay, let's go. And then last week, he kind of showed why I was like, let's go get this guy. He held himself against Aaron Donald at the left tackle position. And he was in Aaron Donald's, grill.
I seen that. He was like, hey.
Yeah.
He was bigger than Donald, too.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that until I watched the replay on it. He was bigger than Donald. He's like, hey, little man.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't scared of you. I like that. That shows some heart right there.
Absolutely. And then I like TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift. I think we have a up-and-coming offensive line. I'm not 100% sold on your guys' former player, Mr. Vita Vea still. I mean, he's better than Peters. Yeah, he did. He robbed us.
Much love to you, Vitae. Our swing tackle won a Super Bowl. He's like, hey, I'm a tackle, my guy. And they're like, yes, we're gonna pay you top dollar. He's like, thank you.
Right. That was a no-brainer for him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get paid this much.
Right. Anybody on defense that's really surprising you?
Defensively, I definitely like my guy, Derek Barnes. He's been kind of coming into his own a little bit. I mean, he's had a slow start, but, with all these reps that he's getting and things like that, he's starting to get it together. And I'm really, really like, okay, that's why he was on my sleepers list.
Right.
And, I'm kind of really glad that he's actually starting to perform because that's one less linebacker that we need, and we need some linebackers over here.
Well, what is your main? Give me 3 positions that if you can get during the trading deadline, before Monday, what 3 positions do you think the Lions could get, and start getting some wins up this year?
Man. Real talk, I want some draft picks because I ain't even looking.
Don't get nobody
be some sellers this year. Absolutely, be some sellers, get some draft picks because my eyes are on 2023. Real talk.
Right. What up, Murph? Yeah, Big V got paid over there. Yeah. Yeah, man, we miss Big V a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Andre Dillard, Big V. I rather still have Big V than Andre Dillard. So, have you watched any Eagles football this year so far?
Yeah, I've watched a few games of you guys'. Obviously when they are on prime time and things like that. Obviously, I'm on for them and things like that. I will say this: I don't know how you guys are like in this chat and you, but stick with Jalen Hurts.
Oh
Give that
yeah,
man
his
an
first season
offensive
over here, man.
line. Give him an offensive line. Let him eat. He has the talent. A lot of people with whether it's Eagle fans or outside the Eagles, they're like he's a bum, he's a bust. He's not. He doesn't have an offensive line. Your quarterback is what your offensive line makes you.
Hmm.
If your offensive line is doing their job and you're still not, then it's the quarterback. But he does not have an offensive line to where he has, like Tom Brady. Tom Brady has
No,
what, 15 seconds in the pocket,
right,
able to dissect, eat a sandwich, and all that.
right. That's why I tell people, Eagles fans, because you know how now everybody's split. They're like, hey, get rid of hers, or they're like, keep hers, get rid of hers. Or then you got some people on the fence, like, I don't know, I got to watch a little bit more tape on them first. But like for me, I look at it simple and plain. For one, we don't have a run game. You know what I'm saying? Every last top quarterback, top passing offense in the league got a 100-yard rusher or close to a 100-yard rusher every single game, for one. For two, like you said, our offensive line, the biggest two pieces, said both of our guards out for the season. You know what I'm saying? Lane Johnson's been out for a couple of games. So we've been playing with backup offensive line who's done a decent job, but they're not the starters for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give them that. For three, this vanilla whack 5 play shotgun offense that Mr. Gardner over there, Nick Sirianni, decided to is the new norm for our offense, man. It's like we do the same 5 plays over and over again, and then you expect this guy to be successful. For one guy, you run a lot of RPOs, right? A lot of play actions, to get these guys open. If there's no linebackers biting on the RPO, if there's no safety coming up, trying to bite on the run. These guys are not as open as you think the play is set up to be. You know what I'm saying? These guys, these windows are already small enough in the NFL. That's why if you ran the ball, those RPOs, when you seen last week when we ran the ball that first drive, you seen the windows open up, you seen the catches and completions going. Now, Jalen Hurts isn't the most accurate quarterback. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? He's a dual threat quarterback. If he was an accurate quarterback, he would be called a pocket quarterback. He's not a pocket quarterback, point blank period. He's never been a pocket quarterback. That's one of the reasons why in Alabama Tua replaced him, because he had a better arm than Jalen. But it's not that he's not a leader. It's not that he's not gifted and athletic and he can't win. It's just you got to build the offense around him, and we're not doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not. The biggest two things for a young quarterback is to run the ball and get some play action with your tight end going. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing our running backs get too many carries, and we're not seeing our tight ends get nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why Zach's over there balling in Arizona right now. I watched this game last night. Like, look at Zach. You look
Yep.
like you're a rookie again out there, my guy. You doing big things for Arizona, my guy.
Hey, he was having a blast yesterday outside the L that he had to take.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was a good game, though. You know what I'm
That
saying? But
was.
it's like they were going to get the L either way. That touchdown I thought Jones should have had for one. And then when they got lucky with that, they came back down. I don't know what was going on with AJ Green on that play, but he was tripping. He didn't even look for the
Bruh.
ball. You
Bruh,
expect
not
that from
even
a
look.
rookie? You expect that from a rookie. You expect that from a starter a receiver that don't play, but a guy like AJ Brown, who's arguably a top 15 receiver, you expect him to turn around and look for the ball. At least he wasn't looking. He was like he was blocking in the end zone or something. Like he
Yeah.
thought it was a screenplay or something going on. But hey, they got their L. Everybody got to lose sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got to lose. But back to Jalen, man. Like I really feel like people need to get off his back for the guy to be in his 11th game and still 7th overall. Every single quarterback, like people don't, they look at the stats and like some people are like, oh, don't look at numbers so much. But you got to in a certain extent, because how many
Yep.
quarterbacks has been in the league? Period. How many of them are good and how many of them are bad? To be 7th overall out of every single quarterback that's put on a jersey, that's put on anything, and you're 7th overall and you still got room to grow, that's just excites you enough right there. You know what I'm saying? That should get
Absolutely.
you all pumped up and feeling like, oh man, we got something here. Nick Sirianni started calling some better plays. Our line, we start running the ball some. Then you might see a little bit better play there. And then if you even think about it, if you don't take away those like 5 touchdowns that he threw, you know what I'm saying, that got called back all them games. You know what I'm saying? Bring those touchdowns back on the phone. Now his stats even look better. He probably, still top 5 quarterback ever to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And this is rushing and passing. So it's like, for me, I'm hurt season all day. You know what I'm saying? I realize it's not his fault. He's just a yes man right now. He's just trying to build his way, find his way, get his place on the team. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the press conferences right. He's doing whatever he got to do. Now, if Nick can get out of that garden, whatever that is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy talking about a garden. I go, man, what are you talking about? You build those roofs in the preseason and the training camp, my guy. By the time that game 1 come, I better see a bud. When you see a flower sprout, that very first bud start popping out. That's what you should be game 1. Now, it's not full bloom until like week 3 or 4. But until, you got to see the others. I'm talking about we are 8 games in. You're talking about, the roots are getting solid. We're going to just pop out any second now. No, man, you're tripping. There's no popping out.
Hey, he sounds to me like he's about to get fired. That's the type of talk that a coach is about, that he knows that this writing's on the wall.
Yeah, he's tripping, man. And then our defensive coordinator, you got Fletcher Cox, a perennial Pro Bowler,
probably a first ballot Hall of Famer,
one of the best defensive linemen in the game, and he's having to say in national TV. He's been in the league for 10 years. Never once have you ever heard Fletcher say nothing, ever. Even last year when we were losing, you know what I'm saying, it was a different type of losing. He never came out and said nothing. But to have him calling out defensive coordinators, you know what I'm saying, calling out. I'm not a freak. I don't chase screens. I'm an aggressive lineman. I'm supposed to be going after the quarterback every down. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have someone like that, then you got Kelsey saying stuff. You got Mailata. Even this guy just got paid from us, and he's already saying stuff like, hey, when they know what play we're about to do, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? But we got to do our job. You got like McLeod over there saying, no matter what play call is called, we got to learn to disguise it a little better. Like, these are not things your star players on your team should be saying at all. Do you over there in Detroit media, do you have any of your players going on TV talking about the coaches at all? Because you guys been fighting every single game, and I really thought y'all was going to pull out that one last week.
Not this year, but I know that pain because, even Darius Slay was like, when we had him prior to that trade, he was like, hey, they know our plays. Even they're saying that we knew that their plays were. Mm-hmm. You can't have that. Like, you're asking to be fired before this thing even starts. Mm-hmm. I was willing to give Sirianni 3 years like I give every coach 3 years. Yeah, I'm even giving, my new coach 3 years to get this thing right because, they got to get their own players. But, when your star players is already in year 1 saying, hey, we got to do better. Come on, play calling, like, disguise it or something.
Right? But, let's go to matchups this week. You know what I'm saying? We need a win bad. You know what I'm saying? This fan base is about to go down to Lincoln Financial Stadium. If they come back with that L, I'm pretty sure they're going to have pitchforks and everything else ready for Nick Sirianni. They're probably not even going to let the guy back in the building. You know what I'm saying? We get this L this weekend. But I know you guys are just like on the verge of getting that win because you guys been battling out really hard games, man. Like, I give you guys props. When I watched the highlights of that Rams game, I was like, holy crap. Like, we're about to go in against them. Start this week. I was like, I don't even know we can win this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a game season. I was like, that's a W. That's a W. Now we're here at the game. And I'm like, oh, man. Like, I really don't know if this is going to be a win the way our coaching's coaching. So how did you see your team then, and how do you see yourself now? Do you think that, we got 10 games left that you can at least pull out half of these W's?
I actually got us no more than about 3 wins on the year. Yeah, the whole year. It's going to be a rough slide. We had one of the hardest schedules, so I kind of knew going in. I mean, there are some Detroit content creators that do say 10 wins and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, this
Nah.
team, like, I mean, you got rid of Slay, you got rid of Diggs, you got rid of all these star players, like all this firepower, and you replace them with Patriot players. Now, no disrespect to the Patriots, but I mean, all disrespect to the Patriots that leave the Patriots and try to do that Patriot stuff that don't even work. If you don't have Bill Belichick, that stuff ain't gonna work.
Right.
You gotta be your own person. Once you're your own person, then things are gonna start working.
Yeah, man. How do you like your coach so far? Rule, do you think this is the right coach for the team? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like these guys are just fighting their heart out? They're just not talented enough. Then, they end up messing up and getting you guys Jared Goff. And we've seen what he did in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That couldn't have been a win. But you know what I'm saying? Like, do you still feel like this is the coach and you feel good about the future of the team with this coach?
Absolutely. I definitely 110% think that this guy is going to get it right. Not only that, he has the confidence of the front office. And in that front office, yeah, you got Brad Holmes. That's the whole reason why we have Jared Goff. Is because he's the one that was like, well, if there's anybody to trade up in that draft class, it's for Jared Goff. And the head general manager did trade up, got Jared Goff first overall, and the rest is history. So that's the only reason why we have Jared Goff, because like he kind of knows what he got with them, but then for whatever reason, them tiny hands, he loves to fumble. If Sirianni and that defensive coordinator can get it right this week and have Fletcher Cox go ahead and rush that passer,
right?
Then he's going to have a field day on Goff, because Goff got some baby hands.
Right. Hey, shout out to the 25 in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe to both channels. BIRDGANG 31 if you are a Detroit Lions fan, and for Eagles fans that don't know Truck, the guy's big time. So I'm pretty sure you might already have him subscribed to you, but go ahead and subscribe to him. All links are inside the chat in the descriptions. Let's do a little thing where I like to do where we're going to go back and forth to see who's going to win this game just from matchup base. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to go quarterbacks. Who do you think has the better quarterback? Do you think Jalen Hurts early in his career is already better than Jared Goff?
All facts. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts is going to have a field day because our defense is not there. I mean, our defense, yeah, it's not ranked the worst like it was a year ago, but I mean, it's still bad.
Is it worse than ours?
Probably.
We're at the bottom, pretty low.
I mean, you guys at least make it look better.
We make from the game I see. That's what scares me the most. Is your defense was doing something, man. We never ever have had four quarterbacks go over 80% passing against us, and it's happened 4 times, and it's only happened 3 times in the history of the Eagles. So that's how bad our defense is right now. That's how predictable it is. We're in this nice little shell defense he likes to do, and I think it's absolutely stupid and retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you're not giving up the big deep play, but guess what, my guy? When they're running on you 100 yards a game, when they're dinking you down not last week, the week before last, it was a one-on-one match between Leonard Fournette and Singleton, and they did it like 5 times on the same drive in a row. And like the defensive coordinator didn't think one time, maybe I should switch up something, to give Singleton some help or something, because it was embarrassing. Like, it's getting really embarrassing to watch these games over here in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least your team, you were in the game. You probably was watching the game, though. You can't tell me that you didn't have a little glimmer of hope that you guys could have won that game last week. Because, I'm not even a Detroit Lion fan. I'm like, whoa, look at this game. They might pull it off.
Actually, real talk, I wasn't live for that game. On my community tab, everybody voted for the Tampa Bay game. Mm-hmm. And I was a little hurt because I was like, that was on my list I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So, but I am about the community, so the community voted for the Buccaneers game. But I watched that replay on it, and I was just like, okay, let's go. And you 100% right. When I started seeing it, real close, I was like, they got a chance. Like, if I didn't know what the final score was, like, they got a legit shot to win this thing.
Right? Yeah, man. I thought it was going to be a W. So we got quarterback out of the way. We're going Jalen Hurts gets that one for the Eagles. Running backs, Miles Sanders just got put on IR, which is I don't even understand it, but it's all Nick's fault that Miles is hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? If you would have ran this guy early in the season, his body would have been way prepared to do this. You can't just not play him 8 weeks and then all of a sudden feed him like 6 carries in a row where he's starting to light it up. Now his ankle went out on him. That's messed up. Nick, thanks for hurting my star running back. But now we got Kenny Gainwell, the rookie, who's looked good. You know what I'm saying? He's looked good out there. We got Boston Scott that usually takes for us to play New York Giants before he actually have superstar games. Every time we play the Giants, this guy's out there looking like
hey, he owns the Giants.
Yeah, he's a giant killer for sure. But those two guys, and I guess we're bringing up Howard. I'm not a huge Howard fan. I know a lot of Eagles have been waiting for him all year, but I've been like, why does he need to come up? Last year he sat out for 6 games with a bum shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like a stinger in your shoulder. And I play football, so like a stinger shouldn't keep you out 6 games, my guy. Like you should be back the next week, with all the modern technology and the drugs they can give you. Like he should have been out there playing, my guy.
That's why I'm happy the Giants took Kenny Galladay, because that little hip injury, I mean, come on now. You was milking that.
Right? But I do like Swift from Georgia. Like, Swift's a good back over there. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like they're utilizing him the right way, and do you see more progress coming from him?
The last few weeks, I do. The last few weeks, his tempo of carries and things like that have been going up. But like you were saying about, Sanders, early on, Swift was, kind of getting some touches, not a whole lot, but they were gradually giving him more and more and more. Now, he's up to where Alvin Kamara is with the Saints. So it's like he's going to start getting, a lot more run for his money. And me, I'm a person, hey, you got to run that football, stop that run, play sound defense, play disciplined football, and that fifth unspoken one is have the will to win.
Facts, man. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the edge with Swift being better, because Gainwell's still a rookie. I have to see Gainwell be a lead back. He can show me something this week, but I have to see it first. I see him more as like, a Darren Sproles or like, a scat back, a third down back guy, more than I actually see him as being like your lead back. You want to go into every game with him, but he did do it for Memphis. Memphis has been cranking out them good backs. Gibson over there in Washington's looking pretty good. Oh, and, so we're going to see this week how he takes that role. But I'm still going to give it to Swift right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to give it to Swift. Now, another one, next matchup I think is actually pretty good. We got Dallas Goedert versus, your boy Hawkinson. And I've watched some games from Hawkinson. He's a good guy out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about the Iowa boys. You got a bunch of good Iowa boys, that are, tight ends in this league that are at an elite level. One that stands out, but got to get back out on that field, George Kittle out of Iowa. So hey, I definitely like me some TJ Hawkinson, but hey, I can't sleep on Dallas Goedert, because every time you sleep on Dallas Goedert, he's going to bust you for a big play.
Yeah, man, Dallas Goedert. I like Dallas Goedert, but I feel like this vote would be more of a homer vote. So who do you think is better? Did you say?
I got this one as a toss up. Real talk. What? I think both of them are.
Do a push right here.
Yeah, I'm definitely at a push. Yeah.
Okay, so we're both 1-1 with a push, so we're still even. Let's go to the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Your line's young. My line's kind of beat up. We got 2 main starters out, but we still got Lane Johnson and Kelsey, which are 2, Pro Bowler, best at their position type players. And my is the up and coming future for the left tackle spot, but he's not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So how do you see the matchup between the 2 lines? Who do you think is better there?
Are you guys getting Lane Johnson and Kels back?
I know
this week.
Kelsey's playing for sure.
Okay,
what about Johnson? I think he is coming back this week. He's been limited practice. Whenever they're veterans, limited practice usually means win. Unless some more depression comes in. I'm pretty sure he should be playing this week.
Okay. Then I man, going back on the few games I watched, I mean some of those plays, I mean I'm going to, you know what? I am going to be the homer on this one. I'm going to give it to the Lions because I think on wide receivers, which I think is the next one, I'm definitely going to give it to you guys because we ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody really that is able to get it because of Jared Goff. Like Jared Goff is not able to find them. So right off rip from the quarterback position, you guys got the advantage with the wide receiver.
You don't give my boy St. Brown.
It's because of Jared Goff, though. I call him Jared Choke because, hey, he chokes on them plays. Like, you had T.J. Hockenson wide open for 6 points against the Los Angeles Rams.
Earlier this season where Hockenson was the only one catching. I forgot what game it was. I was watching. That's what really started making me watch Hockenson a little bit more. He had like 15 or 16 catches in that game, whatever. He was feeding Hockenson, hit some nice one, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, that would be something special for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes. Like, it's Jared Goff. Like, we know what kind of quarterback he is.
Right. It is Goff, though. I get you. So we go with that. So you got the line. We got the receivers off the jump. So now let's go to that defensive front, the front four. How you like them on your team?
I am actually going to go Eagles. I love your guys' front four you guys got them savvy veterans, guys that have proven themselves in the league. We are way too young. Hey, we are the Padawans. They are the Jedi Masters.
But what are the young talents on it? Do you have any talented guys?
Oh, absolutely. Ali McNeil is a guy to keep an eye out on. Levi Onwuzurike is a guy to watch out for. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Julian Alcarar, he's coming in a little bit. I really hate this guy, but I know he is so special in college. Out of Clemson, Austin Bryant. I mean, the dude he was a residential injury reserve player. I mean, he's been kind of coming on a little bit, but it's nothing like I'm just like, that's our guy. Like, we don't have that defensive end. Like, defensive tackles, we got, abundance of. No. Outside, we don't have it, and that's why I give it to you guys, is because you guys got that front four. Right. You guys are slacking at the linebackers just like the Lions are, but that front four, man, it makes every single opponent that the Eagles play have to worry about those front four.
Yeah, right. True that, man. So, yeah, we're going to take the nod there. But guess what? I got a treat for you. We'll trade you Derek Barnett. Then give you guys a defense. You guys have two.
Okay, what y'all trying to get out of it?
He is a first-round pick, so, he had to live up to it. But he did make a nice play in the Super Bowl like Vitae. And I know you guys like to play our Super Bowl players. So, let's get a second round.
Hey, hold on. Can I play a soundbite? Can I play a soundbite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got him!
Just straight out got him.
I'm just saying. Like,
hey, that's all facts, though. That's all facts. Like, I don't know what it is, but that was that previous regime. Mm-hmm. That Boston turds, as I like to call them. That was, that. And,
I think want Barnett. Like, have you seen him play this year at all? Like, you wouldn't want.
I've seen him a
would
couple.
Barnett be a step up for you guys? Will be more of a question.
On the defensive end, I would say he is a step up. Mm. Now, I do think that he has a lot in his tool bag, but I don't think he's utilized the right way.
Because a lot of Eagles players, when they go other places, they play better.
Same thing with the Lions. Same thing with the Lions.
Right? Rasul Douglas and over there in Green Bay making plays. Like, what?
Yep.
You can't make a play to save your life here, but you're doing so great over there in Green Bay. Bastard.
Hey, the sad thing is, he just left the Cardinals, too.
Yeah, he did, huh? He did like he's there until week 4, wasn't he?
Yup.
Yep. Yep. You drop me, look what I do to you. Boom. But even more players, Hicks over there in the Cardinals, he
Yeah.
played a lot better over there. He seemed to be a lot more healthier over there. The only guy that we had Deshaun Jackson again. I heard today that Deshaun Jackson they're looking to part ways with him. Man, I
Yeah.
might bring him back. For the
You,
third time.
yeah.
He did. You seen him every time he played for us last year. He only played like 2 games, minus what I'm saying. But those 2 games, he had like 200 yards receiving. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like he was up there balling out for those 2 games. So I'm saying with the way our receivers are playing right now, bring him back. Maybe Nick will have some special plays for him or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Devontae Smith is more. He's still in this learning phase to the
And
point
he would
where
be a.
he's not ready to be. He's kind of like Calvin Ridley. When
Yep.
Calvin Ridley had Julio Jones, you seen even when Julio was out, Calvin, no one's just still really worried about Calvin Ridley to the point where Calvin was balling out. So if you put another big playmaker on the other side of him, I still think Quez Watkins can be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
Absolutely.
get Quez the ball enough. I think Quez can be that guy, not Rager though. Rager's not there yet either. So
Yeah.
we got Quez or like a guy like Deshaun on the other side to open it up for him. Then you'll start seeing better play from Devontae Smith when he's playing against the second cornerback, as opposed to the first cornerback. He still got some things to learn, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
as a rookie. Not no shade to Slim Reaper because I love him, but you know what I'm saying, I still think if you had a complimentary receiver to him, that definitely help his game play out. So, Deshaun Jackson, you out there, my guy. Hey, you already know where your home is. We got you, baby. Come back up, Philly. I'll take you, my guy. I'll take you back. I still got where my D-Jacks? Yep, I'm sitting right in front of it. The D-Jack jersey behind me, guy.
Hey, absolutely.
Much love to you.
Hey, but real talk though, he is like that perfect veteran to bring for, uh, Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
Like you had him there, like to give him that pro, inside and outs. Things that hey, look, this offseason you need to work on this, and to take your game to the next level. Like that's exactly what he needs. He needs that Deshaun Jackson type of guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be sweet. But let's go to our linebackers. I think this might be another push.
I think so.
Do you have any linebacker you want to speak some good things about?
It goes back on Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes has been playing phenomenally. He still makes his rookie mistakes, but being a fourth rounder, fifth rounder, hey, he's been balling.
Yeah. Anybody else?
That's it.
That one player. Let's see.
That one player.
That one guy.
Hey, they said, some of the Detroit YouTubers said Alex Anzalone was the greatest coverage linebacker in the league. I'm still waiting for that great coverage linebacker.
Right? And we're supposed to have some of the best tackling linebackers in the league. And I'm still waiting for them to, go tackle somebody instead of letting running back to players coming to them and get tackled. You know what I'm saying? So you look at their stats, like, oh, wow, they got a lot of tackles there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're catching these guys 5-6 yards down the field. They're not putting their nose in the hole. They're not blowing up people in the backfield.
Yeah.
Where's the star linebacker? Both of our teams need one of those guys. But since you said one guy that does impress you, I can't give you one guy in my linebacker core that does impress me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to give you that one, my guy, because you had one. Because I see nobody in our linebacking core that gives me any hope at all. They're all just too small. They're all like the Devontae Smith's a linebacker. Like they're just small guys, you know what I'm saying, that can tackle. They got heart. Now don't get me wrong, Singleton got heart. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes out there and tries to get that stop, but he gets ran over a lot of times. And they're not making the plays you need to make. We need to go make sure we get a trade, before this trading deadline for a linebacker. If Howie Roseman's smart. Because I think if we had a linebacker, this defense would be where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like then you can bump Singleton and Wilson out to the ends. You know what I'm saying? You'd be the outside, run like a 4-3. You know what I'm saying? Have that stud linebacker in the middle to stop that run. Then let Singleton and Wilson go play their paths. That's what they like to do anyway. Let them go out there and play patty cake with the receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like, then our defense will be a lot better, and we'll be able to, stop some more teams here because we don't have that guy. And I desperately want him to go get it. I'm like praying to Howie Roseman to please. You always shock us around this time with a new guy, that Super Bowl run. We picked up LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi, you know what I'm saying, around this time. So I'm like, Howie, we're waiting for it. Where you at, my guy? Where you at? Like a little crackhead fiend. Like, come on, Howie. Come on, give me that. Give me that player, my guy. Give me that player. Hook me up.
Hey,
Right?
absolutely.
I'm fiending. I need that move, Howie. I need that move. But we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the linebackers, cornerbacks. We got your boy. First off, were you sad to see Slay go?
I was, but I knew at that time there was nothing. I mean, that Boston turd regime, I mean, it was bad. I mean, he's like Matt Patricia straight out told Darius Slay, stop sucking his, and focus on your game. I'm like, bro, like, it ain't even that serious. This is supposed to be a fun game,
right?
Like, football is a childhood game. Like, you're supposed to go out there and have some fun. If you can't have fun, man, you in the wrong profession. And he's supposed to be this rocket scientist too. So I mean, so I was sad, but then I understood. Like, if I was disrespected, I would want out too. So I mean, I put myself in his position, and I would definitely want out too.
And I think this is his first game back to Detroit. So it should be pretty big for him. Like he said, he got family. He still got, things going on in the community over there. So, he's really excited to get back there. He talked about this chicken place. You know what I'm saying? You know about the chicken place he was talking about?
I haven't heard his press conference, but I know we got a couple good chicken spots.
Yeah, I'm going to go check him out too in Detroit. I never been there myself. He had me going on because he was talking about it. He's like, yeah, you get some crack, put some crack on it. He's like, not the drug, but they call it crack down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crack chicken. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Add that hot sauce. You looking good. You got it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm definitely going to check that out when I get down to Detroit sometime. But,
actually, I could get some of that crack chicken seasoning too. That boy is good. I love that stuff.
It's good?
Oh, it's awesome. Like, it for real, like, it reminds you of some crack, because it's like, I need that crack chicken, y'all. Fry it up, man.
You got to send me some of that crack chicken season down in Alabama, my guy.
I got you.
I cook all the time, man. I love cooking. That's my second passion there. And man, I would love to make some fried chicken and put some of that. So I'm like, yeah, Slay, I know what he's talking about. That was a good old chicken there, my guy. That was good old chicken.
Hey, absolutely.
So I know you kind of talked about this earlier, but my boy Grant Kazir wants to know, up to this point, what three rookie Lions have impressed you the most?
Well, when Ife Malifonwu was still available and not on injured reserve, he definitely impressed me. I would say Penei Sewell and also Derek Barnes.
Yeah, that's a nice little list there. And what rookies have impressed me? Kenny Gainwell, he looked good. Dickerson's not impressed me yet, but he hasn't done horrible or bad. Like, I still feel like he's another one. Like, just like Devontae Smith, he needs some more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got thrust in there. He had no off season. You know what I'm saying? He got thrust into the line. Probably wasn't expecting to play as early as he did. So I see improvement every week, but at the same time, it's still not. Probably because we don't run the ball too, because he's a road grader. He likes to run that, impose his will, and said we don't run the ball enough. That's probably another reason why he hasn't shown up on us, to the point where you think, okay, Dickerson's awesome, but I think he's going to get there, And then on defense, none of them. Because I was expecting Milt Williams, what kind of preseason he had, that he was going to be some stud that's going to get some rotational snaps, that's going to be balling out, pushing Fletcher Cox out the door. But when we got him in there, he haven't really shown me anything, to be excited about. So I'll just go with those two guys. I guess our punter. I think we got the best punter in the league, my guy. We're going to get to that topic. We're going to get there. So we got cornerbacks. Let's go to safeties. You guys got any good safeties over there?
Well, I mean, I like my guy in Tracy Walker, but man, since that Boston regime came in, I mean, he has not been the same. He's now kind of a little bit getting back to where he was, but when he first came out and got drafted to Detroit, he was that guy. He pushed guys like a Glover Quinn out the door. Things
Hmm.
like that. And when he was playing opposite of Glover, man, ain't nobody can stop Tracy Walker.
Hmm. Well, let's on our side. We got here McLeod playing back. Anthony Harris actually hasn't really been doing that great. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't been there, because he's been hurt. But he had a couple of good games before he got hurt. But you know what I'm saying? He's still kind of, working on things over there. So hopefully he can get back in the next week or two. I think the coach said today that he was doubtful for this game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get him back soon. You know what I'm saying? Because he was starting to elevate his play in our defense. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. But since he's not there, his backup, man, I don't even know who's gonna be back. Epps been playing some good ball. I will say Epps been playing some good ball, but he's still not that guy. He's kind of
Yeah.
still too small. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, oh, here I am, Mighty Mouse, running out there making tackles and plays or whatever. But he's not
I
big
mean,
enough.
he did impress me against the Buccaneers the other week. I think it was what 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, he's not there like you said, but I mean, like a couple more years. I think he could be
he got
there.
that fight in him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He got that fight in him. I do like seeing that. And Bobby Murphy said, Trox looked like a skinny Patricia.
Hey, the only thing difference is I can coach.
Oh, Cap. Got you there. Got you there, my guy. He said, I think I'm good, Troxy. Yeah, well, shout out to Chase Bishop. Thanks for subscribing earlier, my guy. Much love to you. We go, Grant Delpit might be getting traded for Andre Dillard. Huh. Now that'd be good.
Hey,
I would
that,
like that one.
yeah,
That'd be, that's a guy I'll be like, hey, there you go. Get us.
absolutely. Because I like Grant. This year I've done a lot of Cleveland Brown games, and
Mhm.
he's really impressed me.
Yeah. So hey, hopefully that happens. Somebody needs to get. We need somebody big. Rather star safety, star linebacker. I really want linebacker first, to be honest. We get the line because I feel like our offense is there. They're just young, and our coach is not helping none of them. So
Yeah.
if we get, the coach to start calling some good plays, not the same 5 plays over and over again, then our offense will look a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them games we've seen. But our defense, that linebacker is really an area of need for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to the coaches because kickers. Who's your kicker again?
We have um I don't even know who our oh, it was man, that tells you how much after we lost Prater, I'm just like I don't even care about that position anymore. Like Prater
Right?
was my guy though. Like man, I miss Matt Prater.
We'll push up.
Oh
We'll do a push because yes, my boy Elliot's looking better this year than he did last year, but he's still in improvement mode with me. You know what I'm saying? He done good. So we'll push the kickers and the punter. I gotta say Sipples because the Sipples right now to me is the best punter in the league. This guy's
former
been booming
Detroit
it,
Lions.
huh?
He was on the Detroit Lions roster.
When?
Aaron Sipos, he was on the practice squad. I think every year of the Matt Patricia era, the
For
last
real?
3 or 4 years.
Is that
Yeah,
where we got him from? I thought he came
yep,
straight over from Australia. He went there.
yep. He was on the Detroit Lions roster.
Well, thank you guys for giving us 2 good players in Sippos and Slay. Much love to the Detroit Lions. Woo-hoo! What
Hey,
Grant
we've been
say?
helping y'all out a lot.
Right?
Can y'all give us some draft
We
picks?
gave you Big B.
Hey, we not even playing him at tackle. We got him at offensive guard.
Do you think that's the problem, though? Because I think Big
Actually,
B's
he's
too
actually
big to be
played a
playing
lot
some guard.
better. He's
Huh?
been playing a lot better at guard.
Then tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he has been playing a lot better. Like last year when he was at that right tackle position and at that left tackle position, like it was like, oh, well, there goes another sack. I mean, it was bad, but I think he found a little home at the right guard spot though.
Yeah, well, hey, much love to Big Fee. I hope he brings you guys joy. Thank you for helping us win a Super
Hey, I
Bowl,
need to
my
come
guy.
off some of that money though. Give me some back that money so we can put it elsewhere.
You're like, I need a contract restructuring here, my guy. Let's get it done. Grant Gensler said, is Troxel Sports impressed with the lion? But that's not a blanket. That's actually a very expensive glass lion up there because I am a Leo. I keep the line hot everywhere. But that's a
Hey.
nice little line back there. Yes, it is.
Hey, absolutely.
That's right. That's actually the most expensive like artwork I've ever bought. Like I'm like, you know what? I'm a Leo. I got some money right now. I'm gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? And put it up there. It was nice. It was nice. That's my pride and joy. That is my 82-inch 8K TV. Those two things are my babies right now.
Oh yeah.
So let's go to coaches then.
Well, I know that you're kind of pushing towards the Lions way, but you know what? I love Dan Campbell. I ain't gonna lie. Like Dan Campbell, from his introductory press conference where he's like, "I want to bite some kneecaps off." You know, this team is going to be a team that you're going to push them down. We're going to get right back up. Mm-hmm. We're going to take a chunk out of you when we get back up. You're going to push us down again. We're going to come back up and take another chunk. And he's really kind of like done exactly that here in Detroit. Like, we've been pushed down a lot. I mean, look at against the, what is that, the 49ers, week 1. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a blowout. Mm-hmm. We should have never got that close to where we were. And, you know, it was a closer game at the end of the day. I think we've only had maybe one blowout-ish kind of game.
That's the part that scares me the most. Like, you guys been fighting this whole time. It's not like, you know, oh, they suck. Like, you would, you know, just watching some of the games, if you didn't look at the end score, you'd be like, the way this team's fighting, they should have some more wins over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just haven't had the ball roll in your favor yet. You know what I'm saying? But there's still 10 games left, my guy. Like, that usually teams with that kind of fight go on a run towards the end. You know what I'm saying? They get it together.
Then it might be the last 3 weeks because I still got us at 3 wins. And this week ain't one.
He goes, it might be the last 3 weeks of the season, my guy. He wants that first pick of the draft, my guy.
Hey, I do want that first pick because I want Kayvon Thibodeau. He's a guy that's... Hey, absolutely. But, I mean, that dude, like, for what we're trying to do, and plus with Brad Holmes loving the Pac-12, I'm like, you know what? I think that's what he's trying to do. He's like, hey, we're not going to be good regardless. We have a lot of turds still on this team. Even though Dan Campbell says we don't have a lot of turds on the team, you know, I still think that we do have a lot of turds on the team, you know, especially on that defensive side. And, you know, I think that's what he's trying to do.
So would you be mad if we gave you guys a 2nd-round pick and Barnett for that number 1 overall pick?
Yeah, because I want Kayvon that bad. I want Kayvon that bad.
If you didn't get Kayvon, who would be the next draft pick?
I would then move down and maybe go get Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame, the safety.
Oh yeah, that guy's bad.
Yeah,
that guy's bad. Yeah, I like Kyle Hamilton. Would you get a quarterback?
Not this year. Next year.
You know, you heard about that guy at Willis?
Yep, Malik Willis. Oh
Malik
yeah,
Willis.
He's a baller. He's a baller, but I mean,
are you worried that he's not a good enough passer?
I got to see him in bigger games. You give me a good, even if it's a blowout. I don't care about wins and losses. I want to see him against elite competition. Yeah. You know, like, I mean, I looked at Josh Allen when he was still in college. I said, okay, now I'm not going to look at the stats and nothing like that. I want to see him with the eye test against good competition. Mm-hmm. You know, he had a couple good matchups, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? He's holding his own. Yeah, I see some mistakes, but this kid with some good coaching is going to be special in this league. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of everybody was like, what are you on, Trox? Because Josh Allen ain't going to be nothing in this league. I said, okay, hold my beer, because in a couple of years I'm going to come after my beer, and it better be cold still. Right?
That's how I feel about Hurts, man. Everybody's just too quick. Like, hey, hold your horses.
Yep.
Hurts going to do some things, man. Hurts going to do some things. My boy Bob Murphy said, why did the Lions lose faith in Travis Fulgham? Is it true he was lazy in practice?
I don't think so. I think that was the whole Boston Terps, and that one move right there, I wanted to stab every single person in that organization at that time, because I was just like, Travis Fulgham, he was a beast. You know, in college, he came here, he was out of position, he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles and tears it up. And I'm like, I mean, come on.
Now we don't even want him.
And that's crazy, because I think he would be a nice little addition with you guys.
Yeah, man. It, no, we released him.
Yeah, I think he's on the who's that? The Rams practice squad or somebody's practice squad.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You know what they be doing, man? These bad coaching staffs, you know what I'm saying? Like even Chip Kelly when he came here and tore up our awesome team, got rid of, Shady McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Macklin. He just was like bringing in guys like Kiko Alonso and freaking those type cats, man. I'm like, what is going on?
My God, you know who reminds me of Chip Kelly? It was Matt Patricia in a nutshell. Matt Patricia and Chip Kelly, man, two of the worst coaches of all times.
Yeah. He got all right. Question number 3. Keys to winning the game, Eagles. Keys to winning the game, Lions. Go ahead and take the Lions.
Run that football, stop that run, play sound defense, play disciplined football, and have the will to win. That goes for all 32 teams.
Call more than 5 plays on offense. Run the ball. No penalties. And I'm going to throw another one back at you. Protect your linebackers with better play calling on defense, because don't let these guys go one-on-one. Because I seen Swift run them over too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Swift, that dude, we can give him a chance to be that guy. So, yeah, man, that would be my keys to victory. And then also, I need to see, because like last week against the Raiders, we were like, hey, they're weak in the middle. I want to see Fletcher Cox get those sacks. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Hargraves get those sacks. This week, you guys are just young there too, right? That they should be able to eat again. And I want to see some eating, my guys. Like, rinse, been due. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts like the rinse due. Well, we are 5 months or 5 weeks behind payments right now, my guy. So they can start paying that rent because it is due right now. And we need to see the rent get paid this Saturday, man.
Hey, all facts.
For real, man. I've been getting mad. Like, don't even say it no more, Jalen. Just stop saying it, okay? Because you keep talking about the rent being due. Y'all way behind, way behind. So what do you think is going to be a high-scoring game, or do you think it's going to be a tight game,
I do think it's going to be a tight game just because that's the way that the Lions have been playing all year. I mean, they might give a huge lead, they'll come back, or they might have a huge lead and they'll let the other team come back. But at the end of the day, I got it within 7 points. Like, it's going to be a one-score game, whether it's 3 points, 4 points, 6 points. Like, it's going to be within 7.
Okay. Score prediction?
I'm going to say 28-24 Eagles.
28-24 Eagles. I like that. I like that score. Because I was going 31-28 Eagles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I still feel like they're not going to help us out in the linebacker core. And teams already got the blueprint of how to destroy that defense. So until he makes changes, I hope he shocks me. But until he makes those changes, I see nothing but every team doing that to us the rest of the year. Like you said, if we don't win this game and we see the same garbage that we've seen, I was giving them credit last week thinking you had 10 days to get ready for the Las Vegas. 10 days, my guy. It should look different this week, and it didn't. So we're going to see this week if it looks different. And if we lose this game, like I said, Pink Sleep's coming out. And everybody needs to get fired. Don't even get back on the bus or the plane or any of that stuff. Y'all should get y'all tickets, voided, X'd out. Like, you can't even use them to get back to Philadelphia, man. Y'all might want to even walk. So by the time you get there, the Eagles fans will be kind of cooled down a couple of days later. You know what I'm saying? To give you guys,
hey, y'all a bunch of rowdy people, though, like, when it comes to them Eagles. Like, y'all, hey, if y'all players don't perform, like, hey.
When you win for so long, you have the whole respan of winning, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had our losing days too. Like, I've been an Eagles fan for a long time, man. I ain't gonna keep throwing out my age like that because I always do on my show and I like doing it. But I've been an Eagles fan for a long time, so I've watched the Dittmer brothers be our quarterback. The Rodney Peeps, the the garbage quarterbacks we
Rodney
used to
Peete,
have,
former Detroit Lion.
Yeah, so it's like I've seen the losers. I've seen enough losing football. I was 35 when we won our first Super Bowl. So it's like I was like, wow! You should see me. People like, what's wrong with that guy? I'm like, we won. But
hey, I don't know what a Super Bowl is. I'm lying. No, but the thing that really scares me though is that defensive line and not having Frank Ragnow. He's on the injured reserve. We have, I think it's 15 players on injured reserve.
You said how many?
15 players on injured reserve.
Woo!
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's going to be close, but I'm going to give it to the Eagles.
Nice. So I'm giving it to the Eagles too, because for Nick's sake, get out the garden. Okay, get out the garden. Start get into a playbook, my guy. Go look into that big playbook you got with all these special plays. Pick more than the 5 that you're picking. You know, you're doing too much extracurricular stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stick to football. Don't talk about gardening no more. Don't be in the sports shops looking for new shirts to buy. You know what I'm saying? You're wearing these shirts and you're looking ridiculous talking about plants and stuff. So get out there and do what we pay you to do and coach some football and get that offense getting right there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the 25 in the chat right now. Much love to you guys. Please hit that like button, my guys. Get my content out to other places. Also, if you have not subscribed to BIRDGANG 31. That'd be awesome. Much appreciated. And also my boy Trox. You know what I'm saying? If you have not subscribed, which I don't know where you've been, get over there and subscribe to Trox Sports Talk over there, man. He's doing some great content over there. And hey, much love to him. I'm happy he's even on the show. So we're about an hour. Usually we wrap up around here. So we're going to go into my final segment, which is called Your All-Time Team. You know what I'm saying? It's your team, not who the Detroit Lions think is the best team. This is your team from you being a Detroit Lions fan. You know, there's no wrong answers because these are the guys you had on. You know, I had some guys on there where, like, and I had my boy Pat Coltrane from the Panthers on. Man, that guy's awesome. If you guys
shout out to Pat Coltrane.
Pat Coltrane's the GOAT over there in Panthers field, man. That guy's the funniest guy ever. It was like one of my favorite shows ever doing. And he was naming like guys on the practice squad that didn't even make the team. I'm like, Pat, what are you talking about? Like he was my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? My favorite player I watched, you know? So it just shows that it doesn't have to be, best stat type guys. Yeah. But you get it now. So who would be your all-time Detroit Lion quarterback and who would be backing them up?
Matthew Stafford, and obviously he's our best one. And well, I wasn't alive for it, but I will say to back him up will be oh my goodness, what's his name? Bobby Lane.
Bobby Lane.
I could not forget. How could I forget about it? Because it is the curse of Bobby Lane. Did you not
like Mitchell?
I did like Mitchell, but I mean, I didn't think that he would like. He had some weaknesses, and I'm just like, give me a guy that won the 4 championships.
Yeah, bring the
back up,
baby. Take that back.
Absolutely.
In fact, while we're doing this list, guys, any of you guys in here, we got 27 in here right now. All you guys, give me your score prediction. Who's winning the game this Sunday? The Lions or the Eagles? Give me a score prediction. By the time we get here, I want to go back, look at the chat, see who we got going on. We got some Lion fans in here too, so be honest. Give me your score predictions, guys. And then, so next we're going to go to running backs. Give me 3 running backs. And I know my favorite running back of all time plays for Detroit. So I know you're going to put him out there. I'm just waiting to hear that one. Go ahead.
Well, there is Barry Sanders.
Yes.
And then, all facts. All facts. If they would have kept that team together, he would have won more Super Bowls than Emmett. Oh my goodness.
Emmitt Smith?
Emmitt Smith.
He was what? Listen, are you on agreement with me that he was light years better than Smith? Smith just had the best line in football. That's why he rushed on him. The fact that Smith played 5 more seasons to get that record. If Barry would have came out of retirement any one of those seasons, half the season through, he would have the record. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
I don't even put him on the same level. I think Barry's light years ahead of every running back.
Bro, he was rushing 2,000 yards, and it was like, do you want the rushing title? Nah, give it to that other kid.
Whatever. You could just come back one more year, Barry, and get it. You'll be the all-time greatest rusher.
Right. But see, that's the dog in Barry, though. He didn't care about none of that. He cared about winning football games, winning playoff games, winning Super Bowls. That's what he cared about. You could hold all them stats, you could hold the GOAT talks, all this and all that. He cared about winning. And when we couldn't win for him, that's when he was like, you know what, it's time to hang up them cleats. But the second one, I got to give it to DeAndre Swift. And the third one, there ain't really a third one, but I'm going to just put him on there because he was our first 1,000-yard rusher since Barry Sanders, and that is Reggie Bush. Uh-oh. We lost him. Read some of the comments. Okay, here we go.
Sorry about that, my guy. My computer, my screen went out. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Uh-oh.
It's crazy, man. A bad internet connection. My bad. But yeah, where were we at? You said Barry Sanders. Yeah, I was like, man, Barry's way better than Emmett. Not even close. They don't even need to be in the same facility. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep, and then I had DeAndre Swift, and then a guy we don't really have a third guy, but that third guy would have to be Reggie Bush.
Hello?
Yeah. You still there?
I can't hear you.
Drew Johnson says, what, Reggie Bush? Yeah, Reggie Bush, he was our first 1,000-yard running back since Barry Sanders. Like, it's been that bad.
Yeah, Reggie Bush, man. So you have Reggie Bush, Barry Sanders, and who else?
DeAndre Swift.
Swift. Oh, nice. He made the list, man. That's awesome. Who will be the fullback?
Oh, Corey Schlesinger. All day.
Who?
All day. Corey Schlesinger.
Schlesinger.
And then to back him up is Jerome Felton.
Felton. I remember him. Yeah.
Yep.
Felton was good.
He helped Stafford get to 5,000 yards and what was that, 41 touchdowns?
Who would be your two tight ends?
TJ Hawkinson and the original number 88 and the other Sanders. Oh my gosh, what's his name? It's not Mel Sanders. It's oh my goodness. Number 88 Sanders. Come on, my guys. What is that? Hold on, let's because I'm horrible with names.
That's all good. Hey, Grant, I know you might know.
Charlie Sanders.
Huh?
Charlie Sanders. That's right.
Charlie Sanders. So
yeah,
Charlie Sanders and Hawkinson.
Yep. Charlie Sanders and TJ Hawkinson.
4 receivers.
Megatron. I'm gonna have to give to what is his name? Herman Moore. And you know what? I'm going to give the Viking killer himself, Golden Tate. I love me some Golden Tate.
Golden Tate was good with the Lions. He definitely was good.
And he had the Vikings number.
Every time.
we could never beat what do you call it? The Minnesota Vikings, but when Golden Tate got there, we had their number.
Right. So Megatron, Golden Tate, and Herman Moore.
Yep.
You got one more?
Oh, we going 4?
We're going 4 for receivers.
Okay. Give me the father of what do you call it? Perriman. His son just left our team. What was his name? Perriman, the father. His son is he was a draft bust.
Perriman?
Yep.
Oh, Brett Perriman?
Brett Perriman. There we go. Yep.
You know, what was that guy that played with Herman Moore?
Brett Perriman and Johnny Morton.
It was Morton? That was him,
Yep.
huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like there's one more guy too that I liked from the Lions. Man.
I'll tell you what, a lot of my list is from that 1991. Like that was our only playoff win. So that is my all time. That I was alive for that. So
Nice.
that is my team. That is my
Because
year.
everybody that comes from that team itself. Your offensive line. Give me your offensive line. Who'll be on that starting five?
I am gonna say Panay Sewell, Frank Ragnow. Um, I'm gonna say Lomas Brown and hold on, let me write it down just to make sure I got. You said 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ragnow, Lomas, Sewell, because I think he's gonna be special in this league.
Right.
And I need 2 more. Um, Man, that one's gonna be a hard one. I
Where you
need a
got?
guard and a tackle.
A
Huh?
guard and a tackle. What about Ball?
Who?
Ball? Wasn't he a offensive lineman?
I think so.
Is it Jerry Ball? Is it
Is it Jerry? I think so.
when Barry Sanders were playing? I think, if I'm right, Ball.
No, Jerry Ball was a defensive tackle. He was a
Oh, he's
nose
a
tackle.
defensive tackle. Yeah, never mind. My bad. I thought I knew a line. I was trying to throw it out there. But Ball, is that a guy?
Hey, you know what do you call it? You know Barry and Calvin, hey.
Right? The main guys.
Absolutely. The guys actually was in the Hall of Fame.
Grant is here. I know you got it. Give me some. We need a tackle and a guard, my guy. Who you got to help this guy out with for tackle and guards for the Lions? I know you know. He knows every team. Whenever we have a different content creator from a different team, he be giving them the list. I'm like, dang, Grant, you know everybody, my guy. You old school.
See, the difference though is like the whole thing is we haven't really had a bona fide offensive line.
Here you go.
You know,
Look, I told you. He already had the list ready for you, my guy. You can pick any one of those guys.
hey, okay, Harley Sewell, Mike Compton, Dominic Raiola. That's definitely my backup center. He is definitely my backup center.
Jeff Backus.
Mike Utley, Jeff Backus, absolutely. Yup. Okay. Hey, shout out to Grandizer 12.
Woo!
Hey,
Grandizer,
absolutely.
Nice. So which 5 you gonna use?
I'm gonna do Mike Utley and Jeff Backus.
Mike Utley and Jeff Backus. Nice. Let's go with that big defensive front. Who's gonna be the big 4 guys on that defensive line?
Okay, we definitely gotta say Ndamukong Suh. We're gonna say
Sue.
Yup, Sue. Hey, he's the one that brought some life back into the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
We got we got Ndamukong Suh. Man, I'm trying to think of names. You know, when you don't say names all the time, it's like you get blank. Oh man, all time defensive linemen.
Come on, Grant. Give him a list to work with. Give him a list to work with so he can make his team.
Let's see.
Spillman was a
Spillman was a linebacker. Yeah.
Okay.
Luther Ellis. That's his name. I was like, oh my goodness, what's his name? Luther Ellis. I did like him. Big baby Sean Rogers.
Sean Rogers, yes. He played good over there.
Yo. Let's see. Defensive end or tackle now I need.
Let's see
There's
who.
English. Who else was there?
Trying to think too. Lions defense man.
Robert Porcher. How could I forget about Porcher? So Sue, Rogers, Ellis, and Porcher.
And Forche, he said Mike Utley had so much promise, and he just got spanked. Okay, so 3 linebackers.
Linebackers.
And Luther Ayres, Sean Rogers, Dom Sue, Alex Curry, Robert Porcher, Demonte.
Al Bubba
Yeah,
Baker.
Jared
Man, I totally
Bears.
forgot about Bubba Baker. Okay, so linebackers. Obviously, we got to say Spielman. I'm going to say my guy DeAndre Levy.
Levy, yep. Levy was a beast.
And you know what? He was a tackling machine. And
Robert Porcher was good.
Yep.
Yeah, that was another good one.
What do you call it? He was a tackling machine, but he came over the first year when we got Jim Schwartz, and that's gonna be Stephen Tulloch. I love Stephen Tulloch when he
good.
Yeah. I mean, he was a tackling machine.
Yeah.
You had him in the middle, and then you had DeAndre Levy on the outside in perfect coverage.
Stephen Tulloch was a beast. Give me 3 cornerbacks. I know our guy's about to hit this list, right?
Yep. You got Darius Slay. You got Darius Slay. You got Dre Bly, and you got
That's another guy I missed. I remember Dre Bly. I remember that guy.
And then another corner. Okay, so Slay, Bly, and what's his name? Oh my goodness, I had it on the tip of my tongue. What is his name?
Cornerbacks. Yeah, you said it too. I knew from the Lions.
What is his name? I had it. Dick LeBeau. Yes.
Night Train Lane.
Yes.
What about Night Train Lane, right?
Yep, Night Train. So we had
Luke
Lane, we had Bly, and Slay. Now I will say this though, the up and comer who could possibly be something, if he can stay healthy, I think Jeff Okudah could be something. But the dude got to be healthy.
He said the Silver Rush. Do you remember them?
Yep.
They were bad.
Oh yeah. Actually, I had Dre Bly, or not Dre Bly. I had what do you call it? I had who was that on my channel? I had oh my gosh, from the U. The hardest hitting safety since sliced bread. Oh my goodness, what's his name? Benny Blades. Yes, I had Benny Blades on my channel. Bro, funniest dude ever. And he called it like it was. Like he'll tell you, like, you give me 3 seconds with any player, any position, I'll tell you if they a dog or not.
Right? Benny Blades was tight, man. I like Blaze. So we are at safeties. Give me 3 safeties.
Okay, Benny Blaze, Glover Quinn, and oh man, Abdul. Hey, I haven't heard that name in a minute, but absolutely. I ain't gonna put him on my all-time list, but Benny Blades, Glover Quinn, and what was his name? He is Delmas. He didn't get to play a whole lot, but man, he was something special.
Yeah.
Louis Delmas. Yep.
Delmas was a beast. That's for sure. Him and Blaze.
Super underrated, but man, hey, if he would have had a healthy career, he would have been something special.
Because if you got Bobby Lane, then you got go back for Dick LeBeau and Ling Barney.
Oh yeah, Lombardi, absolutely.
And Bobby go, Blaze was nasty. Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah, man. Who would be your kicker and who would be your punter all time?
Um, man, all time kicker. I mean, I will say. Well, can I give you 3 kickers?
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it. You got 3 of them?
Yeah. Oh yeah. there's just recently Matt Prater. Then we got Jason Hansen and
Hanson, yes.
and oh my goodness, what's his name?
Morton.
No, not Morin. What is his name? He played for Barry squad. He was their kicker. Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray. Yep.
And punter?
Punter. You know what? I'm gonna say Jack Fox, our current kicker, our current punter.
Nice,
I like him. He was what? He's a 3-year pro, but first time starter, made the Pro Bowl. Ooh. You know, and he's already having a good year this year to follow up that Pro Bowl year.
Who's gonna be the kickoff return and punt return guy for your team?
You know what? You gave this guy some space. He was gone. For punt return, I'm going to give Jamal Agnew that nod.
Who?
Jamal Agnew. He now plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars. You gave that man some space. He was gone. Actually, I think he's the one who gave, I don't want to open up no wounds, but he's the one that gave Carson Wentz his first loss. Because he had a punt return and a kick return, I think, that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's Mel Gray. Absolutely. Actually, you know what? I got to put Mel Gray on that.
You have to put Mel Gray. I seen that name. Like, that guy right there. Mel Gray was a beast at returning kicks, man.
Yeah. Yep, Mel Gray.
Jack Christensen is, I guess, because he was in the 50s, and I didn't really watch football at that time. But I'm pretty sure he was good. We got to check that out. You showing your age, Grant. Here. Showing your age, my guy. Oh man! So who's going to be your defensive coordinator for this team?
Defensive coordinator. That one's a hard one,
right? Like we've been getting scored on all the time. It's hard for me to really.
I might actually have to look this one up. the best D coordinators the Lions ever had. It might come back. You are the Lions.
Grant, you got someone too. Hook us up here since you've been giving us all the other answers.
I know. What do you call it? A special quality coach? Was the GOAT himself, best winningest head coach in Bill Belichick. He was a part of the Lions.
Was he?
Yes, sir. He was a quality coach. I want to say in 71. Huh?
He said, huh?
Hold on, who?
Bobby Murphy said Patricia or Schwartz.
Well, I would put Schwartz, but he was a head coach here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I could put some head coaches that in their rifle.
If you want to put them into, if you got the head coach, you just want to put them into positional. Like if the defense coordinator, you want to put Schwartz there. If you got
absolutely. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to put Schwartz at defensive coordinator. I'm gonna put the most winningest head coach without a playoff win in Jim Caldwell. I'm going to put him at his natural position in with offensive coordinator, and then I'm going to put Wayne Fontes in at head coach.
Wayne Fox. Yeah, man. That's nice, man. That's nice. Hey, that's a good list there. You have, there's some really good Lions players, man. When you think about it, like, there's some really good players that came out of there, man.
It's
He
just we've
goes,
never been able to put a full team together.
yeah, they both did oversee the defense, though. He said, yeah, the defensive coordinator was pretty hard because of the Silver Rush. That was such an amazing front four. Who's on the front four that year, Grant? When it was the Silver Rush. Well, anyway, we get back to he'll drop it when he gets it up. But hey, man, it's been awesome having you on the show. We're about to be hitting the 1 hour and a half mark, man. Thanks for coming on, my guy. I appreciate it a lot, man. Much love. Like I said, we still got 20 in here. Please like before you leave the stream today. Subscribe to me if you have not subscribed to BIRDGANG 31. Also, my boy Trucks was in the building today, so make sure you go hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you guys troll Trucks and tell him he needs to join the network, my guy. Because I want him on the team, my guy. I want him on the team. It was much pleasure. It was a great pleasure to have you on here, my guy. He said, for real, Lions has some great players. Surprised they never won. Okay. I know you think about that. Like Barry Sanders never won. Did he even play a playoff game?
Yes, he actually owns our only playoff win back in 1991.
Yeah.
That 91 team, we actually should have went to the Super Bowl that year, but we couldn't beat a bunch of replacement in Washington.
Wasn't it Mitchell quarterback then?
I believe it was either Mitchell or it was the other one. I think it was either Mitchell or it was oh my goodness, what's his name? Rodney Pete. It was either one of those two.
Yeah. Pete was
Hey, appreciate that, Bobby Murphy. Welcome to the family.
I seen up in here, yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that.
What I'm saying? Much love to all my subscribers too. Thanks for showing some love. We always like to make everybody on the show feel like, give them a warm welcome. Just because our teams are playing doesn't mean we have to have any bad blood with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. It's all love and fun. We're doing what we love to do, and that's talk sports. You know what I'm saying? No hate, no shade. Just talk about our teams. You know what I'm saying? That's what BIRDGANG Sports Talk is all about. We talk about our teams on here.
Hey, brother, I always tell everybody, I'm like, hey, even with division rivals, like I'll be covering the Packers or the Bears or the Vikings. I'm like, hey, I might hate your team, but I don't hate you.
Right?
Hey,
I got a show on the network too. With a Cowboy, like I told you, me and Okoye just got a show, man. That guy's good, man. He's real good. And we kind of like at the end of the show last time I had to go back at it because he had some facts for me. I'm like sitting there like, yeah, you're right about my team, my guy. Yeah, all right. But at the end I was like, well, we the last one with a ring, so you can come back with a ring, my guy.
Hey, that trumps all. That right there is a mic drop.
We the last one, okay? It's been 26 years, okay, my guy? So until you get one of these. I don't want to hear
recent ones.
Hey, but go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at, my guy.
Man, you can find me on YouTube, Trucks Sports Streams. I do have another channel, the Greater Grind Sports Network. We also have Twitter. I am on Instagram as well. I am about to come out with a Discord. I'll put that in my description as well when that comes out and launches. And yeah, I mean,
do you stream on Discord?
I don't. I just get a bunch of people together and we could talk like off air and stuff like that. Have a good time. If somebody wants to bring up like a draft prospect, I can kind of talk to them about them and things like that. Just kind of shoot the stuff and have a good time.
Yeah, because I got a Discord and Twitch, and I don't even know nothing about these things. I'm too old. You know what I'm saying? Because it confuses me when I'm on Discord. I don't even know what they're talking about. You got 1,000 freaking notifications. I'm like, where? Like, what's going on? I clicked it, and it's just like a bunch of writing. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
I got a Twitch. I just don't know. I've never streamed on there yet. But that is going to come, in the future,
In the future. That's how I am. Because right now, I still stream on my Twitch. But if you go to my profile, it says 0 videos. I'm like, what's going on here? Because I'm pretty sure I stream there every day. I don't know what the video. I don't know if it's just a live thing where you can go live. but I noticed a lot of people just put videos on there. So maybe you got to upload all the videos on there to keep them in your video stack. I thought every time I went live, it was going to actually upload them onto my thing, but that's not how it works. I don't think it's not. I just don't have the right settings set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about it. I just try to give more people. I gained 2 subscribers from it, 2 followers from it.
Oh, nice.
So people are obviously still watching it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it, so I'm not gonna turn it off. So and it has many places I can stream at one time to get as many people to see my face. You know, it's all good. But hey, much love again for coming in. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Much love. Hit that like on the way out. And like I always say at the end of my shows, fly Eagles, fly. Till next time, this Bird Gang 31, and we are out. Peace.